everyone, today I've got your Hot Tub Time Machine 2 movie review. Three friends return to live their lives after using the time machine to change the future, and now the future is fighting back when one of the guys gets assassinated. Let me tell you, it was probably one of the coolest sequels that I've ever seen. I wasn't really expecting too much from it, but it was just pretty awesome and funny to watch. So as far as the story goes, I was a huge fan of the first Hot Tub Time Machine movie. I thought it was really funny, and it's got a cast of really funny actors. So I was just really impressed from the get-go going in to see the first movie and then the sequel, which had a slight change in the casting, but I thought, hey, that's totally cool. As long as everybody is still funny and I'm still laughing my ass off watching this movie. Having it sort of set mostly in the future where these characters had already gone through some changes, because when they went back to the past, they sort of knew like some of the things that they were planning on changing. So you've got these actors like Rob Corddry, who is pretty funny, and he's the guy, like, he plays Lou, so he invented Loogle instead of Google, and he's probably one of the raunchiest characters of the bunch, but he also happens to be the one that tries to figure out who is trying to kill him, because nobody knows who it is, and I didn't even know who it was going to be. And then you've got his other buddy, Craig Robinson, who obviously I'm a huge fan of. I think he's really hilarious, especially in those Heyday commercials, and he was funny in This Is the End. So obviously seeing him once again in this movie I thought was really cool, because his career is skyrocketing. He's like this musical sensation and everybody loves him. They want him to do this little dance for everybody. So I thought he was like one of the funniest of the bunch, so I expected nothing less from him. And then you've got like this little dude, Clark Duke, who ends up in the future becoming bald, so he's kind of like what Jesse Eisenberg is going to look like as Lex Luthor. I'm just saying, it's pretty funny, except there are times when he's mistaken for being a butler, and I thought it was pretty funny, but he's also got some hot chicks on his arm. Things are looking pretty good for him and his future, even if he wants to try to jump off a building and be saved by a force field. And then you've got a new character in this movie, Adam Scott, who I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, sometimes he can be funny, sometimes he's not, but he plays like the son of John Cusack's character. Whether or not you see John Cusack in this movie remains to be seen. Is he in this movie, or is he not? You have to watch this movie to find out. The things I'd have to say that I liked about this movie, I just loved the comedy from beginning to end. Sure, some things were kind of dumb, but I was literally laughing my head off watching this movie from start to finish. So I was just really impressed by what was going on, and some of the crazy sort of shenanigans these characters are going into, like Rob Corddry, Craig Robinson teasing Clark Duke, and they're like saying, "You're a fucking nerd. You're a fucking nerd." Stuff like that. I can't really say that I disliked anything about this movie, because I felt like it was going by way too fast because it was just so funny. So overall, I would say this movie was pretty entertaining, to say the least. I would definitely watch it more than once, so I would recommend checking out seeing this movie, whether or not you have seen the first Hot Tub Time Machine movie. I think you're still going to have lots of laughs. Definitely enjoy yourself watching this movie. So I would give this 3.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Hot Tub Time Machine 2. And how do you think this compares to the first Hot Tub Time Machine movie? And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates. Come back every week for a Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.